Well, a police officer based in Nyanga in Cape Town who was arrested for allegedly raping a detainee is expected to appear in court this morning. He was arrested and charged over the weekend. Our reporter, Nobesuthu Hejana, is tracking this story. She joins us now live for an update. Nobesuthu, thanks so much for joining us. You read about this alleged abuse of power, a man detained and allegedly raped while his hands tied behind his back. It makes one feel physically ill.
Certainly, eNCA. In fact, in a statement that was released by police yesterday, we saw a comment from the Provincial Commissioner, General Thembisile Patekile, saying that this crime will further create a distrust between community members or members of the society with the police service, because one would assume by going to the police they are safe. But what we understand that happened in a report or in a statement that was released by IPID was that on Thursday at around about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the victim in this particular case was at a shopping center or mall in one of the retail store in Nyanga, and security personnel then suspected that he wanted to steal clothing items. They then called the police. The police arrived at the store. He was handcuffed and assaulted by the police. They then took him to a police station, a satellite police station in Nyanga, where the police officer then picked up his colleagues. He then drove to the Crossroad police station to drop them off. IPID in the statement also reports that the victim was then taken to a secluded area along the airport way, where the 31-year-old constable pointed a gun to his head and pulled off or pulled down his pants. He then consumed adult content on his phone, and that is when he allegedly raped the victim.
Nobesuthu, what's expected to happen today? I take it it's a first appearance.
Certainly. So during a first appearance, we know that the suspect would normally apply for legal representation if he has not, and also an identity parade will also take place. But like you said, it's a first appearance. We are likely to see a postponement over those instructions from the courts that the suspect must then be allowed to appoint a legal representation. I mean, I did speak to some people about this case yesterday who were saying that they would like to see whether people would come out and support, but we haven't seen much people here. But we will get the full report after the court, whether the case will then be postponed or any other information that will come out during that court appearance.
Nobesuthu, the one thing that strikes me about this case is often when IPID does an investigation, it's fairly lengthy and there's quite a long time between the alleged assault and an actual arrest. This has been very quick. I presume, and I'm absolutely presuming here, that there must have been quite compelling evidence to make for the police to act so fast.
One would also assume the same, eNCA. I mean, I was looking at the Twitter page of IPID yesterday when I spoke to Grace Langa about this particular case, and she was saying that the IPID usually gets backlash from many people who cases that they are investigating. In fact, when we were scrolling down that Twitter page, we saw quite a number of people who were complaining about their cases not being followed through, and some saying that they're actually taking long. So for them to be quick on this one, I'm assuming that there were compelling evidence, like you say, and also they want to complete this case quickly as much as possible so that justice can be served to the victim.
All right, thank you so much. We will follow you throughout the day. I'm sure that was Nobesuthu Hejana there, what looks like at the Wynberg Magistrates Court.